Two sisters vanish on Christmas Eve. What really happened to Barbara and Patricia Grimes? On a snowy December evening in 1956, two sisters set out to enjoy a night at the movies. Their decision would lead to a series of events that would haunt their family and community for decades. Weeks later, the discovery of their bodies in a desolate area would unravel a tale of obsession, false confessions, and a mystery that remains unsolved. Barbara and Patricia Grimes were sisters from Chicago, aged 15 and 13 respectively. They lived in a modest neighborhood where family bonds were strong and community ties were close-knit. The Grimes family, though not affluent, was rich in love and support. Barbara, the older sister, was known for her quiet demeanor and reliability. Patricia, often called Patty, was more outgoing, with a vivacious spirit that endeared her to many. Together, they were inseparable, sharing secrets, dreams, and a deep familial bond. On December 28, 1956, Barbara and Patricia decided to attend a late showing of Elvis Presley's new film, Love Me Tender, at the Brighton Theater in Chicago. Their plan was simple: watch the movie and then meet their older sister and younger brother at a designated spot to head home together. However, when the movie ended, the sisters never appeared at the meeting point. Hours passed, but still, no word from them. Their mother, worried and frantic, contacted the police. An extensive search involving hundreds of officers and volunteers was launched. Despite all efforts, no trace of Barbara and Patricia was found. The case began to attract public attention, but no answers were forthcoming. Weeks later, on January 22, 1957, a man walking in Willow Springs, a suburb of Chicago, discovered two bodies lying in the snow. The victims were identified as Barbara and Patricia Grimes. Initially, it was believed that they had succumbed to exposure. However, further investigation revealed signs of foul play, and their deaths were ruled homicides. The investigation into the murders of Barbara and Patricia Grimes was extensive but fraught with challenges. The lack of physical evidence led to numerous theories and suspects. One key development came when Bennie Bedwell, an out-of-state drifter, was implicated. Witnesses reported seeing Bedwell with the sisters on the night they disappeared. Under intense police interrogation, Bedwell confessed to the murders but later recanted, claiming his confession was coerced. This recantation left investigators without a concrete suspect, and the case went cold. Detective James Hennigan took a personal interest in the case. He reviewed evidence, conducted interviews, and sought new leads. Despite his efforts, the lack of definitive evidence and the recantation of Bedwell's confession hindered progress. Hennigan's dedication exemplified the frustration and determination felt by those involved in the investigation. Forensic evidence played a crucial role in the investigation. Autopsies revealed that both sisters had been murdered before being left in the snow. However, the exact cause of death was undetermined. The lack of definitive forensic evidence made it difficult to establish a clear timeline or method of murder. Family and friends of Barbara and Patricia were devastated by their loss. The sisters were remembered as vibrant and full of life, making their untimely deaths all the more tragic. Neighbors and community members expressed shock and sorrow, struggling to comprehend how such a senseless act could occur in their midst. A significant twist in the case came with Bennie Bedwell. His initial confession provided hope that the case might be solved, but his subsequent recantation left investigators and the public grasping for answers. The uncertainty surrounding Bedwell's role added complexity to an already perplexing case. Despite extensive efforts, no trial took place for the murders of Barbara and Patricia Grimes. The lack of concrete evidence and complications arising from Bedwell's confession meant the case remained unsolved. Over the years, various theories have emerged, but none have led to a definitive conclusion. The case of the Grimes sisters highlights several societal issues, including the challenges of investigating crimes without clear evidence, the impact of coerced confessions, and the long-term effects on families and communities when justice is not served. It also underscores the importance of advancements in forensic science and investigative techniques in solving cold cases. The murders of Barbara and Patricia Grimes remain a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring pain of unresolved loss. Their story prompts reflection on the complexities of justice and the profound impact of tragedy on a community. As time passes, the hope for closure persists, not just for the Grimes family, but for all who have experienced the anguish of unanswered questions. As we ponder the unresolved story of Barbara and Patricia Grimes, we are reminded of the importance of seeking truth and justice. Let their memory inspire us to support those affected by crime and advocate for continued efforts to solve cold cases. Share your thoughts, spread awareness, and contribute to the ongoing pursuit of justice.